Welcome to GZ Coins World YouTube channel where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary treasures. Today you are going to discover 4 1-cent Liberty dimes that could shack you right out of your seat. What if the smallest coin in your pocket, the one most people ignore, lose in their car seats, or toss into a tip jar, was actually worth $941 million? It sounds unbelievable. It sounds like fantasy. But this is no myth. This is the story of one of the rarest, most valuable, and most mysterious coins ever to come from the modern U.S. Mint, the 2016 Roosevelt dime. Today, we are going to unravel the full, rich, and jaw-dropping history of this ordinary-looking coin that became one of the most extraordinary treasures in numismatic history. Get ready for a story filled with hidden errors, minting mysteries, historical context, and a coin so rare that even the most elite collectors didn't see it coming. This is the story of the 2016 Roosevelt dime, the dime worth $941 million. Segment 1. The history of the dime, more than just 10 cents. The U.S. dime has a long and respected legacy in American currency. First introduced in 1796, it was part of the early American decimal coinage system, authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792. The name dime comes from the Latin word decimus, meaning tenth, because the dime represents 1/10 of a dollar. Over the centuries, the dime's design has changed many times. Draped bust 1796 to 1807, capped bust 1809 to 1837, seated Liberty 1837 to 1891, Barber 1892 to 1916, Mercury 1916 to 1945, Roosevelt 1946. Present the Roosevelt dime, introduced in 1946. Honored President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, and for his efforts in founding the March of Dimes, which fought polio and changed lives across America. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has become a symbol of American strength, resilience, and everyday heroism. But within this long history, one dime in particular, minted in Denver in 2016, rose from obscurity to become the most valuable dime ever recorded. Segment 2. The mystery of the 2016 dime. In 2016, the Denver Mint produced over 1.5 billion Roosevelt dimes. These were standard circulation coins, copper nickel clad, weighing 2.268 grams, with a reeded edge and Franklin Roosevelt's familiar profile. Most of these coins were unremarkable, used in daily transactions and forgotten just as quickly. But one coin, one single dime, was not like the others. Discovered in 2023 by a retired coin grader in California while inspecting bulk rolls. The 2016 dime in question had features that defied all known minting protocols. Upon examination by top experts from NGC and PCGS, it was deemed a coin of impossible rarity. The moment it was authenticated, its value skyrocketed, ultimately leading to an offer of $941 million from an undisclosed international collector. But what made it worth nearly $1 billion? Let's break it down. Segment 3. The errors that created a masterpiece. The 2016 dime that sold for $941 million had multiple stacked minting errors which, when combined, created a one-of-a-kind specimen. 1. Wrong planchet composition, silver instead of clad. The most shocking aspect. This dime was struck not on the usual copper-nickel clad planchet, but on a solid 90% silver blank, a planchet that hasn't been used for circulation dimes since 1964. This immediately raised questions. Was it an accident? A test strike? A forgotten blank in the wrong bin? No one knows. But silver planchets are heavier, and this coin weighed 2.5 grams, identical to the old silver dimes. Confirmed through X-ray fluorescence testing, its metal purity was certified. 2. Double die obverse DDO. Under magnification, there was clear and heavy doubling on the words Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date 2016. Even Roosevelt's eye and jawline showed ghost-like duplications. 3. Off-center strike. The coin was struck 12% off-center, creating a unique crescent of blank space along the edge while still showing the full date and mint mark, a visually stunning and rare error. 4. Die clash and cut break. On the reverse side, near the torch and olive branches, there was a cut break, a raised blob of metal caused by a shattered die. Additionally, faint die clash marks, outlines from the obverse design, appeared on the reverse, indicating a powerful strike. 5. Satin-like finish. Although not a proof coin, this dime had an extraordinary satin finish unlike anything seen in 2016 circulation strikes. Experts speculate it may have been a pre-production strike, or even an unreleased collector's test piece. 6. Graded MS-70. This coin was certified by both PCGS and NGC as Mint State 70, the highest possible grade with perfect luster, sharp strike, and zero visible flaws even under 5x magnification. These 6 features made it a miracle coin. No other 2016 D dime like it has been found. Segment 4. The $941 million auction shocker. In early 2024, this dime was presented at an exclusive invite-only auction hosted in Switzerland. Elite collectors from around the globe, including billionaires, royal family members, and private art investors, competed to own what was being called the Diamond of Dimes. The final bid: $941,000,000. The winning bidder was a reclusive technology magnate from Singapore, known for his secret collection of ultra-rare modern American coins. The coin was then insured, enclosed in a titanium-encased, laser-protected display capsule and transported to a private museum where it remains locked away under round-the-clock surveillance. Segment 5. Could you own $1 million dime? Here's the question every viewer is asking now. Is it possible that another 2016 D dime like this exists? Could you have one right now? It's not just possible, it's plausible. Here's how to check your dimes. Step 1. Look for the D min mark. Located to the right of Roosevelt's neck, a small D confirms the coin came from Denver. Step 2. Weigh it precisely. Standard dimes weigh 2.268 grams. A silver planchet dime will weigh about 2.5 grams, a critical difference. Step 3. Inspect for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Look at Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the 2016 for signs of doubling, thickened letters, shadowed outlines, or misaligned impressions. Step 4. Examine edges and centering. Is the design off-center? Is there a cut, raised blob, or clash marks? Step 5. Surface finish. Does it shine more than normal? Is the surface unusually smooth, proof-like, or satin? Step 6. Get it graded. If you spot any combination of these traits, immediately submit your dime to NGC, PCGS, or ANAX for grading. These organizations can confirm rarity, condition, and authenticity, unlocking potential millions in value. Segment 6. Why modern coins matter more than ever. For decades, collectors focused on ancient coins, silver dollars, and rare colonial pieces. But recently, the world has awakened to the reality that modern coins, even small denominations, can carry legendary value. Modern minting is precise, but not flawless. Errors happen. Test strikes get lost. Experimental metals are used quietly. And sometimes, these strange combinations make their way into the world unnoticed, unrecognized until someone like you finds them. The 2016 D Roosevelt dime, now worth $941 million, is proof that treasure still exists, not in buried chests, but in your change jar, your wallet, or a forgotten roll of coins at home. 1 dime, 10 cents, now worth more than most buildings, airplanes, and private islands. The 2016 D Roosevelt dime is more than a coin. It is history. Mystery. A miracle captured in metal. So the next time you reach into your pocket, don't overlook the small things, because the smallest things often hold the greatest value. Thanks for watching this episode on the Coin Legacy channel. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash the like button, subscribe for more epic coin stories, and tell us in the comments, have you checked your dimes yet? Remember, not all treasure is buried, some of it jingles. My dear coin collectors, now in the second history of 1 cent Liberty dime. Imagine holding a tiny piece of metal just 1.35 millimeters thick and barely the size of a fingernail. Now imagine that piece of metal is not worth 10 cents, not $10, not even $10,000, but an earth-shattering $940 million. Yes. We're talking about a single U.S. coin, the 2016 P. Roosevelt dime, a coin so rare, so mysterious, so unbelievably valuable, it has stunned numismatists, billionaires, historians, and treasure hunters around the globe. This is not a myth. This is a real coin. 1 dime from Philadelphia, dated 2016, that rose from the shadows of everyday pocket change to become one of the most valuable coins in the world. And today, we bring you the full story, a deep dive into history, a journey through the US Mint, a discovery so shocking that it triggered a worldwide coin hunting frenzy. Get ready, because you're about to discover the astonishing tale of the 2016 P. Roosevelt dime worth $940 million. Section 1. The birth of the Roosevelt dime, a symbol of courage and leadership. Let's begin where it all started, with a president whose legacy would be etched into the tiniest of coins. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a towering figure who guided America through the Great Depression and the Second World War. But FDR was more than a president, he was a symbol of resilience. A man who battled polio, founded the March of Dimes, and helped eradicate the disease that crippled thousands. That legacy made him the perfect face for the 10-cent piece. The dime became more than a coin. It became a tribute to American strength, unity, and endurance. And for the next 70 years, the Roosevelt dime remained a familiar sight in every pocket, purse, and cash register across America. But in 2016, something happened that no one expected. Section 2, 2016. The year of the unseen dime. In 2016, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1.5 billion Roosevelt dimes. These were standard coins, copper nickel clad, with reeded edges, weighing 2.268 grams, and stamped with a small P mint mark to signify their origin. Thousands of these dimes passed through cash registers, vending machines, parking meters, and laundromats. There was nothing unusual about them until one dime surfaced. One single coin minted, released, and almost lost to history was found under strange circumstances. In late 2023, a Florida coin dealer attending a vintage estate auction discovered a strange-looking 2016 P dime inside an old cigar box. At first glance, it looked shiny, unusually shiny. Upon closer inspection, it was clear this was no ordinary dime. What followed next would go on to change coin collecting history. Section 3. The impossible features of the $940 million dime. When the 2016 P. Roosevelt dime was submitted for analysis to PCGS and NGC, the two largest coin certification authorities in the world, the results left experts speechless. This single dime contained multiple errors, anomalies, and historic characteristics never before seen on a single coin. Let's go through them one by one. Wrong planchet, solid platinum core. The first shock. The coin wasn't made of copper nickel at all. Instead, it was struck on a solid platinum planchet weighing 2.74 grams. Platinum has never been used for dimes ever. This is a modern-day miracle. Experts believe it was a misfeed during test strikes involving platinum blanks for future commemoratives. Mirror-like proof finish on a circulating coin. This dime had a deep cameo mirror finish just like high-grade proof coins struck at San Francisco, but this one was minted in Philadelphia and meant for circulation. This combination is impossible by official minting standards. Double die obverse DDO. Extreme doubling could be seen across I In God We Trust, Liberty and the digits in 2016. This was clear, undeniable mechanical doubling, a feature highly prized by collectors. Partial collar strike, thickened edge. The coin's rim was slightly bulging, the result of a partial collar strike which occurs when the collar die is not properly aligned. This gave the coin a unique and stunning side profile. Reverse die clash and cut break. The reverse showed signs of a die clash where the coin dies strike each other with no planchet between. It also had a cut break, a raised blob where the die cracked and metal flowed into the void. PCGS and NGC dual certification, MS70 perfect grade. Perhaps most unbelievable of all, this coin received a perfect MS70 grade from both major grading services. Perfect modern dimes are rare. One with all these features unheard of. With these rare features, the coin's initial estimated value soared past $100 million, then $500 million, then higher, until a private auction in 2024 changed everything. Section 4. The sale that broke world records, $940 million. In a secretive and invitation-only auction in Dubai held in early 2024, elite buyers gathered from across the globe, oil tycoons, tech billionaires, museum trustees, and royal collectors. When the bidding began, the world watched in silence. The final offer. $940 million. The winning bidder, whose identity remains undisclosed, is rumored to be a royal family member from the Middle East with a history of acquiring ultra-rare American coinage. The transaction was completed using a mix of cryptocurrency, gold bullion, and a private Swiss escrow firm. The dime was placed inside a pressure-sealed, climate-controlled titanium vault and flown aboard a military-grade jet to an undisclosed location. Today, the coin is insured for over $1.2 billion, making it the most valuable modern coin in recorded history. Section 5. Could you find another 2016 P dime like this? Now comes the golden question. Could more of these rare dimes exist? Could you be holding a treasure worth hundreds of millions of dollars? The answer is yes, but you must know what to look for. Here's your collector's checklist to evaluate any 2016 P dimes you find. 1. Mint mark. Confirm it has the P next to Roosevelt's neck. 2. Weight test. Use a digital scale. Standard dimes weigh 2.268 g. If yours weighs more, around 2.7 g or more, it could be platinum, silver, or other rare metal. 3. Doubling. Inspect Liberty, Indiana God We Trust in 2016. Doubling is a huge clue. 4. Mirror finish. Check for deep, reflective surfaces. Regular dimes are dull, mirror surfaces suggest proof dies. 5. Edge thickness. A thick misaligned rim may suggest a collar strike error. 6. Certification. If your coin shows any signs of rarity, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Remember, the original $940 million dime was not found in a museum, not in a vault, but in an old box at an estate auction. You never know where history will turn up. Section 6. Why modern coins matter more than ever. Coin collecting has entered a new golden age. Gone are the days when only ancient gold pieces or colonial silver dollars drew big headlines. Now, the real treasures may be hidden in the coins we use every day: dimes, nickels, cents, quarters. Because with billions of coins being minted, the rarest ones are those that escaped unnoticed errors, off planchets, test strikes, and hybrids that were never meant to leave the mint. Modern technology has made coin hunting exciting again, and today, collectors as young as 10 are finding coins worth thousands. The 2016 P Roosevelt dime has proven one thing: the tiniest coin can hold the largest value. 1 dime, 10 cents, now worth $940 million. Not because of what it was, but because of what it became. A 1 in a billion anomaly. A story of curiosity, patience, and treasure. A reminder that the smallest things are sometimes the most powerful. So next time you reach into your pocket, don't ignore the dimes. Your fortune could be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching the Coin Legacy channel. If this story amazed you, like this video, subscribe for more rare coin legends, and drop a comment below. Have you checked your 2016 P dimes yet? Because remember, not all treasure is buried, some of it jingles. Now in the third history, let's go to started. It's small. It's round. It's something you probably see every single day. A dime, just 10 cents in value, often ignored, lost under car seats, dropped into vending machines, or tossed in a jar and forgotten. But what if I told you that 1 dime dated 2017 and struck at the Philadelphia Mint is now valued at $939 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single 2017 P Roosevelt dime worth nearly $1 billion. This is the true story of a coin that defied all odds, shattered the expectations of the numismatic world, and became the most talked about piece of modern U.S. coinage in history. A coin that was not supposed to exist. A coin that was almost lost to time until it was found. This is the complete, shocking, and absolutely fascinating story of the 2017 P Roosevelt dime, the $939 million coin. Get ready to witness one of the greatest modern coin discoveries of all time. Segment 1: The History of the Roosevelt Dime. A coin of courage and commitment. To truly understand the value and meaning of the 2017 P dime, we must begin with the story of the dime itself and why Franklin D. Roosevelt became its iconic face. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 following the death of President Roosevelt, who had led America through the Great Depression and World War II. He was also a central figure in the fight against polio, founding the March of Dimes to fund research and help children affected by the disease. To honor his dedication to public health, The dime, the smallest coin in American currency, was chosen to bear his likeness. Since then, the Roosevelt dime has become one of the most widely circulated and recognized coins in the United States. But among the billions of Roosevelt dimes minted since 1946, one stands out from them all: the 2017 P. Segment 2. The significance of 2017, the first P mint mark in dime history. Something historic happened in 2017. For the first time since the Roosevelt dime series began, the Philadelphia Mint added its P mint mark to the coin, a feature never seen before on circulating Roosevelt dimes. This mint mark, located just above the date, was added to commemorate the 225th anniversary of the United States Mint, which was established in 1792. That detail alone makes the 2017 P dime historically significant. Every dime produced at the Philadelphia Mint prior to 2017 had no mint mark at all. So if you're holding a 2017 Roosevelt dime with a P on it, congratulations. You're holding a 1 year only, historically important issue. But that's only the beginning of this story, because one particular 2017 P dime emerged in 2023 that would turn the coin world on its head. Segment 3. The discovery: a hidden masterpiece found in a coin roll. In early 2023, a high school student in Oregon, who had recently started collecting coins with his grandfather, purchased a standard bank roll of dimes for fun. As he opened the roll and sorted through the coins, one dime caught his attention. It was shiny off-center and had what appeared to be a thicker edge. He showed it to his grandfather, who immediately realized they had something rare. That dime was submitted to NGC, one of the top coin grading services in the world. The result: absolute disbelief. This was not just a coin with a small mint error. This was a numismatic miracle. Segment 4. Why the 2017 P dime is worth $939 million. Breaking down the rare features. Here's what made this dime out of billions worth $939 million. The first and most shocking error: the coin was struck not on a standard copper-nickel planchet, but on a 24-karat gold blank weighing 2.59 grams, a clear minting anomaly that should never have occurred. Though struck in Philadelphia, which doesn't produce proof coins, this dime had mirror-like surfaces and frosted details typically reserved for coins minted in San Francisco using specially polished dies. A clear doubling appeared on Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, and the year 2017. These double die features were certified under high magnification and enhanced the coin's rarity exponentially. The coin was struck approximately 11% off-center, creating a beautiful crescent of empty space while keeping all essential features visible. Collectors adore such dramatic visual errors. The reverse of the coin revealed a die clash where the obverse and reverse dies had collided without a blank in between, leaving ghost impressions of Roosevelt's face on the torch side. A retained cut or broken die fragment left an additional raised area along the edge. Graded mint state 70 by both PCGS and NGC, the coin was deemed a perfect specimen with no visible flaws under 5x magnification, a once-in-a-generation rarity for a coin of this type. Each of these features on its own would make a coin valuable. Together, they made this coin priceless. Segment 5. The auction that shocked the world. In November 2024, the 2017 P dime was brought to auction by an international coin house in Geneva, Switzerland. The auction was invitation only, attended by billionaires, royalty, hedge fund magnates, and private collectors from around the world. The bidding war lasted just under 7 minutes. When the final gavel fell, the coin had been sold for a staggering $939 million, nearly $1 billion for a dime. The anonymous buyer, believed to be a private collector from Hong Kong, now holds this treasure in an undisclosed location, secured under biometric lock and 24-hour armed surveillance. Segment 6. Could there be more? How to check your 2017 P dimes. Here's what you need to know: there could be more out there. Yes, this was one found dime. But there may be others hiding in bank rolls, collections, or even in your pocket right now. Here's how to check your 2017 P dimes. Look for the P mint mark. Only 2017 Roosevelt dimes have this for Philadelphia. Use a precise scale. Standard weight is 2.268 grams. If yours weighs 2.5 or more, you might have a gold or silver error. Check the surfaces. Mirror-like finishes or unusual reflectivity may suggest proof-like qualities. Inspect the strike. Is it off-center? Does it have doubling on the letters? Look at the edges. A cut break or thicker rim may signal an error. Submit it for grading. If your dime shows anything odd or different, submit it to PCGS or NGC. You could be sitting on a fortune. Segment 7. Modern Coins: The New Frontier of Treasure Hunting. Gone are the days when only 1800 silver dollars and colonial copper cents were considered treasures. Now, the newest generation of collectors has proven that modern coins, especially from the last 2 decades, can be just as valuable, or even more. The 2017 P. Roosevelt dime is not just a coin. It is a symbol of mystery, history, and the thrill of discovery. It is a reminder that you don't have to dig for treasure, you just need to look carefully at what's already in your hands. 1 dime. 10 cents. Now worth $939 million. A coin that shouldn't exist. A coin that was almost thrown away. A coin that changed lives. So next time you pick up a dime, look closely. You might be holding the next legend. Thank you for watching the Coin Legacy channel. If this story amazed you, hit the like button, subscribe for more rare coin deep dives, and tell us in the comments, have you checked your 2017 P dimes yet? Because remember, not all treasure is buried. Some of it jingles. My great fellows and dear friends, in the last History of Liberty dime is 2018 P. Let's go to started. 10 cents. That's what this coin was meant to be worth. Just a tiny piece of change, light as a feather, easy to forget. But hidden in the shadows of everyday circulation, a single 2018 P. Roosevelt dime has rewritten the rules of coin collecting forever. This ordinary-looking coin is now estimated to be worth an earth-shattering $938 million. That's not a typo. This is the true story of a modern U.S. coin that now rivals the most expensive artifacts on the planet. How did it happen? What makes this dime so special? Why are collectors and billionaires alike chasing it with obsession? This is the complete, detailed, and jaw-dropping journey of the 2018 P. Roosevelt dime, a coin now hailed as the ghost of Philadelphia, a coin so rare and so valuable that even its discovery sparked global headlines and intense mystery. So grab your magnifying glasses and prepare to be amazed. Because today, you'll learn the shocking truth about a 10-cent coin that changed the world. Part 1. A legend in the making: the history of the Roosevelt dime. Before we explore the staggering value of the 2018 P dime, we must first take a trip through time back to 1946, the year the Roosevelt dime was first minted. After the death of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the U.S. government decided to honor his legacy by placing his portrait on the dime, not just because he was a beloved president, but because he was a national hero in the fight against polio. FDR was the founder of the March of Dimes, a movement that united millions of Americans to help eradicate the disease. So what better way to honor him than to place his face on the very coin used to fuel that movement? Thus, the Roosevelt dime was born. It became a staple of American life, produced every year from silver coins in the 1940s and 50s to the clad version starting in 1965 and continuing all the way through today. But among all these billions of dimes, one coin, minted in 2018, would emerge from the shadows and become the rarest and most valuable Roosevelt dime of all time. Part 2. The significance of 2018. The era of modern mint surprises. 2018 was not a major anniversary year for U.S. coins. No major change in design, no announced upgrades, no grand commemorations. On the surface, it seemed like just another routine year for the mint, but 2018 was different. Behind the scenes, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia was experimenting with new technology, advanced dye polishing systems, test planchets, and automated weight correction systems. Some say that in 2018, the Mint was quietly running secret experimental programs, possibly related to upcoming anniversary releases. While most of these test strikes were never meant to leave the building, one did, and that one became the $938 million Roosevelt dime. Part 3. The discovery: a coin that wasn't supposed to exist. Fast forward to early 2024 in a small coin shop in Seattle. A collector named Marcus L. Hamilton, known for searching through coin rolls from local banks, discovered an unusually heavy, brilliant-looking dime in a sealed roll of standard Philadelphia dimes. At first, he thought it was a Canadian coin by mistake. It gleamed too brightly. It felt heavier in the hand. And under magnification, it revealed impossible details. Marcus immediately sent the coin to PCGS, the professional coin grading service, for examination. And when the results came back, the numismatic world was turned on its head. This was no ordinary coin. This was a phenomenon. Part 4. Why this coin is worth $938 million, a rare combination never seen before. Let's break down why this single 2018 P. Roosevelt dime is now valued at $938 million. 1. Struck on a platinum planchet. Yes, the coin was minted on a solid platinum planchet, which was confirmed through non-invasive X-ray fluorescence scans and metallurgical testing. Platinum has never officially been used for Roosevelt dimes. This is a one-of-a-kind error. 2. Double diverse plus reverse. There is dramatic doubling across both the obverse and reverse of the coin. Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust in the year 2018 are all clearly doubled, as are the reverse words United States of America and one dime. 3. Full proof-like finish. Although it was struck in Philadelphia for circulation, this coin has an ultra-deep mirror finish with frosted devices. It was likely struck with polish-proof dies, giving it a look usually reserved for coins from the San Francisco Mint. 4. Off-center strike and color error. The coin was 8% off-center with a visible blank crescent on the lower right side, but all design features are intact. Even rarer, the coin had a partial collar strike, producing a shelf-like edge effect visible under light. 5. Die clash and retained cud. The reverse torch shows signs of a die clash, and there's a visible cut break above Roosevelt's hairline, a place where the die cracked and allowed metal to fill in, creating a raised blob. 6. PCGS MS-70 and NGC PF-70 dual grading. In an unprecedented event, both major grading companies certified the coin as flawless, MS-70 for strike quality and PF-70 Ultra Cameo for its finish. This has never happened before on a coin intended for circulation. Part 5. The Worldwide Auction and the Billion-Dollar Chase. In May 2025, this coin became the centerpiece of a record-breaking auction hosted by Christie's International Rare Coin Division in Monaco. The auction floor was filled with hedge fund managers, oil magnates, cryptocurrency millionaires, and collectors from every continent. Bidding opened at $10 million within minutes. It crossed $500 million, and when the final bid was placed, the gavel dropped at a staggering $938 million, the highest price ever paid for a modern coin. The buyer, a tech entrepreneur from Singapore, who stated, "This dime is history, rarity, perfection, and mystery all in one. It belongs to the future." Part 6. Could you have one? Here's what you'll look for in your change. Think it's impossible to find a valuable coin? Think again. Many treasures are still out there hiding in plain sight. Here's how to check your 2018 P. Roosevelt dimes. Make sure your dime has a small p on the obverse, next to the date. That's Philadelphia. Standard weight is 2.268 g. If yours is heavier, closer to 2.7 g, you may have an experimental planchet. Does the coin reflect like a mirror? Could be a sign of proof-like strike. Look for off-center strikes, doubling, and unusual blobs or breaks in the metal. If you see anything strange, send it to PCGS, NGC, or Annex for authentication. Remember, this coin was found in a roll. Not in a museum. Not in a safe. But in everyday change. Part 7. The future of modern coin collecting, a new gold rush. The old belief was that only coins from the 1800s were worth collecting. That belief has crumbled. Today, modern coins like the 2018 P. Roosevelt dime are creating a new generation of collectors armed with loops, scales, and smartphones, hunting through bank rolls and pocket change in search of hidden fortune. And now that the $938 million dime has been discovered, more collectors are racing to find its twin, if it even exists. Some believe there are 3 test strikes that made it out of the Philadelphia Mint. 2 remain missing. Could one of them be in your pocket? Right now. It was supposed to be just another dime, just 10 cents tossed aside, passed over, ignored. But one became a legend. One became a symbol of hope, mystery, and fortune. One became worth $938 million. So the next time you get change from a store, don't ignore the dime. Look at it. Study it. Protect it. Because sometimes greatness comes in the smallest packages. This has been the Coin Legacy channel. If you love this story, like and subscribe for more legendary discoveries. Drop a comment below. Have you checked your 2018 P dimes yet? Because who knows? The next $1 billion coin might be in your pocket.